everyone, it's Feeding Dragon. I'm just back from day 2 of Dutch Pensio, so I'm a bit tired, but at the same time, I want to do this recap of my Dutch Pensio because I'm going for a holiday after this, and I'm flying the day after tomorrow, and so I will not have any time to play around with the things that I got today and yesterday, but I don't want the memory to be gone without me making a recap. So yeah, here we are. This will be quicker. I hope it will be quick so I can edit it very quickly. Without further ado, let's check out what I got from the Dutch Pensio 2026. Okay, the first things that I have here are the ones relating to inks. So these were the things that I got either from the Karma table of the pen club or just inks shared by the pen club members. And some exchanges happens as well. Also, I got this little watercolor from Esterbrook. These are all metallic watercolor, so I cannot wait to try them as well. I just recently got into crocheting, and I also got some yarns from a kind fan club member for the Dutch Pensio. I don't even know if I can include this to my Dutch Pensio haul, but I also got the flexible knit factory fit. These were a group buy from some months ago, and I finally got them, so I'm so excited to use them with my custom pens and my favorite nibs. Okay, where should we start? Oh, okay. So a lot of my pen fund this time goes to this stack of gigantus things. So this year apparently I got quite crazy with paper. So if you remember last year, I was quite big on the pen, ink, and nib. This year, I'm big on paper and pen, like literally big. I will go through them one by one. So I got this Graphilo A4 paper, A4 Tomoe River Sunset Cream, and A4 Tomoe River Sunset White. So these three I bought from Sakura Pen Gallery when I first came in on day 1 because I wanted to stock up on the paper that I use for my letter writing, and I was I was almost out of my letter writing paper. I think I only have like 2 or 3 pages left, so this is a good timing to buy them. And then for this Graphilo, I admit I don't know much about them at all, but I became interested in trying paper in general, so I thought why not try them. And yeah, I bought this Graphilo paper. And then I knew that Yamamoto paper are also coming, and so I got this A5 writing pad Tomoe Tomoe River paper, which was the old Tomoe River paper. I wish I could get more, but these are already quite expensive for me, and so I just got 2 of them. They were 23 euro each. And then there were a couple of paper choices that they have. They have like notebooks and leather pad, I think, but my eyes directly went to the A4 paper, and so I was like, okay, this is a very bad decision. But when I look at them, there is a saying that I heard that my eyes become green, and thus I wanted to have all of these candies. Yeah, so I got 7 kinds of paper from the Yamamoto table. This one is the Mering. Maybe this is like 50 pages with 65 GSM. And then I got the Canopus, 50 as well, 73 GSM. Ship Cloud Spawn 70 GSM 50. Is it 50 pages? I think it is. And then Tomoe River White. I have zero idea what Tomoe River paper this one is. I hope it's the nice one. 52 GSM. And then Slight White. Oh, this one is a bit heavier. It's 81.4 GSM. And then MVP Onion Skin 35 GSM, so the lightest of them all. And Tateyama 65 GSM. I have zero ideas about any of this paper. I think the only one that I've ever heard are the onion skin that can show different kinds of colors for inks, but they're very thin, so I'm not sure if I will use them for letter writing. And the other one that I've heard of is the Canopus. So I'm really excited to try all of this. I still don't know what I will do with them. I don't know if I will use them for ink swatching at all, because my main use of fountain pens are mostly for writing. So we will see. I'll keep you updated on what I would do with this amazing paper. Next up are the inks. Okay, I got plenty of them, so I don't know if I can fit them all in the camera. So I have these two bottles of Tasha ink. The first one is the Sabi Midori and the second one is the Ume Murasaki. I only have the Sabi Midori in a set of 4 little bottles. I thought that I could live only with it, but after using it for quite a while, I know that Sabi Midori is one of the inks that I want to have inside my collection, and thus I'm buying a full bottle of it. And then the other one is the Ume Murasaki. I only had a sample from this. It's not as magical as Sabi Midori, but Ume Murasaki by its own is also a lovely color that I also want to have it in my collection, so I bought these two. I was thinking of buying the newer ukiyo-e inks from Tasha, but I didn't do them in the end because after all I want to know how the ink behaves, like how the colors are before buying a full bottle, because I have quite a lot of inks already. And so yeah. And then the next one, oh, this one I bought just today. So I have been thinking about Tashia's cha for the longest time. I only had the Ukuisu and Midori, olive green and golden green. And I thought I can live without cha, but I've been thinking about it for so long. So I thought this time it's time to get it. So yeah, I also got this one. And I love the performance of the Tashia inks in general. Yeah, this one I just got today. I knew too late that Papier and Steve has the box of things that they sell for quite a bargain. And so I got this for Yuki Usagi cartridges because I know that I love Yuki Usagi, but I didn't pull the trigger to buy a full bottle yet. And so I think I already have enough ink of Yuki Usagi to last me a lifetime, so that's fine. And this Hana Kanburi, I didn't know how this looks, but I just took it just because I can. And so yeah, these are the cartridges. And then I also got 2 inks from Taunus Ink. So Taunus Ink is the independent ink maker based in Germany. I think this is his 3rd or 4th year being at the Dutch Pen Show, and I always had a great time with him recognizing me, and I said hi, and we had small chat all the time when we meet. So yeah, I got these two. These are lovely inks, and while they look blue, bluish purplish here, the writing sample of this ink is quite dark. What I mean with that is that it's quite the shading ink, and I'm glad that I got it. For this green one, it's a bright one. I already had it in the pen, but I had to empty the pen because the nib on that pen had problems. So I still need to re-ink this one in another pen. So that will be done when I'm back from my holiday. Aside from that, I got these two diamond exclusive ink for pen gallery in Malaysia, Durian and Ungu Senja. Ungu Senja is purplish. I don't remember now if it has some sort of chroma shading or not. And then Durian, okay, I already forgot what kind of color this one is. If I remember correctly, it's like a green that is like yellowish. There's also one other that they bring named Chendol. I wanted to buy it, but they have it in big bottles, and big bottles for me are way too big, especially Chendol looks very light in writing. And so I just settle with these two inks, and I already make a sample for a pen club member, so it has decreased. Yeah, cannot wait to try them. I also bought one Shanghai stationery ink. This one is one of their newest ink for Touch Pen Show. And the name of the ink is Butterfly Spring, and it is a lovely purple color. I heard that it does not really behave that well on Hobonichi weeks of last year, because we know that the Hobonichi from last year had some questionable paper, but I cannot wait to try it in a pen myself. I also got some ink samples from inksample.nl, always lovely people. I can recommend buying your ink samples in inksample.nl, especially if you live in Europe, because they have so many good collection of inks and they are lovely people. So yeah, I cannot wait to try all of this. Then, as of my usual tradition of Dutch pen show, I'm buying inks from Pannonia Inks. These are their newer collection. There were four inks that they created as a reformulation of the older ink, and these are more legible. This one is a cute one. I read on their website that this Naranjos Ilia is inspired by the mispronunciation of the owner of Pannonia's daughter, and this one means orange soda. It's a bright orange. I already have it ink in a pen and I'm enjoying writing with it. I also got some accessories together with that. For this one is the Lamy 2000 nib, so I had been having problems with my medium nib, and so I thought I would buy a fine nib instead of staying with the medium nib. So excited to try my Lamy 2000 Reborn with this, and some Clampy from Benko. I also got to meet Micah from the Cat College Club, and it is a great pleasure to meet her. We had a long talk during lunch, and I really enjoyed our conversation. So, thank you for the meet, Micah. Okay, the last part is that I haven't been good with buying pens because I have this much pens and also the pre-order that I took. So I went home with 6 pens. This one is self-explanatory. It's a Kawiko Perkyo in iridescent pearl. I love Kawiko Perkyo. I had the iridescent pearls Kawiko Sport, but I decided that I wanted to also have the Kawiko Perkyo in iridescent pearl because it's beautiful. And then I got 2 Can Write pens. It has a medium flex nib and the other one has a broad italic. I bought them on the first day, but when I went home I realized that they both weren't writing nicely. So on the second day I went back and asked them what to do with them, and they kindly take a look at my pens, and for one of the nib, for the broad italic nib, there were some previous bottoms, so they switched out and put in a new nib which was working. But I didn't really try writing so much yet, so fingers crossed it stays good. And then for the flex nib, the tines were too tight, so they help with widening the tines, and so it's already writing like a real medium flex. But again, I still haven't written a lot with it, so I hope that is going okay. So these were the two can write. And then after that, no, not after that, before that, this was the first pen that I bought for the Dutch pen show. It is a Lotus pen, and this is the pen. It's made of ebonite and it's an eyedropper. I got it, I think it's in medium. Yeah, it is in medium. And I like how simple it looks, but it's so sleek. And just today I got two pens. The first one is from Wet and Wise. It is an ebonite pen. I have been wanting to get their pens for almost 2 years by now, but nothing in their table caught my attention in these past 2 years. But today of all day, I look and this caught my attention. It's a dark one, so you probably couldn't really see it clearly, but this pattern here, it's like almost perfectly centered with like drapes on it, so it's so pretty. And the body is quite simple by itself, and I love the fact that the grip section does not really have a big step down on the grip and the body, which I very much prefer with all my pens. So it feels as if this pen is meant for me, and I bought it from him as well just 1 or 2 hours before the end of Dutch Pen Show. So I'm glad that I got this Wet and Wise pen, and that finally I got a pen from him. And then the next one that I got here is the pen from Drew and Bisane. So they are very famous for having a pen with the flowers and flowers. But for this time, I thought I want to get something else, because if it were relating to flowers, I think I would like to custom order rather than having what is already there. And so I couldn't choose what pen I had, because they have several pens that are very interesting for me. But in the end, I settled with this one because it feels to me like a dragon scale, and so far I don't have any dragon relating pen yet, so I call this my dragon pen. I'm okay with the color. I love the finish and the pattern. Oh yeah, and for the Wet and Wise, it's also the matte finish, which I prefer and I love it very much. But yeah, back to the True and Pisane. And what I love as well about this pen is that there were some little bits of sparkles here and there, which makes this special for me. Yeah, this is calling me. And for the nib itself, it's a Yo nib, and I just realized that the two custom pens that I bought are quite thin in diameter of the grip, while I usually prefer the bigger one, but it's fine. It's nice and lovely, and I really glad that I got them. So yeah, those are my Dutch pen show loots. Were you at the Dutch pen show as well? If yes, please let me know what you bought and if you get your wish list. Alright, thank you all and see you in 2 months. Bye bye!